let's go ahead and dive into what we're going to be doing in 2021. I've made a bit of a slideshow for you, ladies and gentlemen, to give some visual stimulus to the information that I am about to bestow upon you. So, NeoJ in 2021 plans and ideas. All right. So, let's go ahead and let's jump into the first slide, and that is live streams. So you guys know that I've expanded this channel to not only gaming, but also movie and anime topics, and I want to keep that going. Now, originally, I was considering at some point actually dividing these three segments of the channel into their own separate channels. So, like keeping this channel, NeoJ, a gaming channel, and then making a movie channel for movie topics, and then doing an anime channel for anime topics. But I thought that is a lot to manage, and I don't think that would really be feasible at the moment. But I am thinking about shaking it up a bit as to how I actually address these topics. I've got a lot of stuff going on in my real life, a lot of family stuff, so I'm not really able to do traditional videos where you go in, you record, you edit, all that good stuff. Honest to God, it'd be a lot easier to do live streams, and I could do live streams daily and I wouldn't have to edit it. I just, get the software set up, press the button to start streaming, and go with it. That's a lot easier than actually recording a video, editing a video, putting it on YouTube. It's a lot faster, and I can do that on a daily basis. I know I can make enough time for that. So what I'm thinking is that from now on, we're going to have daily live streams, 6 days a week, and we're going to have 2 gaming topic streams per week. Now, these dates that I have listed on here, these are not finalized. These are not official. This is just to give you an example of how this would work. But for example, we would do 2 gaming topic streams per week. And those could be, Monday and Thursday, then 2 movie topic streams per week, Tuesday and Friday, then 2 anime topics streams per week, and that would be Wednesday and Saturday. So again, these dates are not set in, they're not set in stone, they're not official. These are just examples of, just to give you an idea of what I'm going for here. And I would probably give like the gaming stream like its own name or whatever, make it kind of like a little show or something. Same thing with the movie stream and the anime stream. And that way you guys could be getting daily content from me. Also, what I want to know is, and we're going to talk about this more at the end of this segment of the stream, but I want to know in regards to timing, like when are you guys most active? When are my subscribers most active? Are you more active? I know today is New Year's Eve, so for some of you guys, it might be a vacation day. You might be off from work. But are you guys more active in the mornings, or are you more active at night? Now, for me, just to give you some context here, because I know we got different time zones and stuff. For me, it is currently 9:48 a.m. All right, so for me, it's it's morning time. I wouldn't say it's necessarily early morning, but it's early morning. It's 9:48 a.m. All right. Are you guys more active around this time, or would you be more active at night, like in I don't know, 10, 11, 12 hours from now, like 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. my time? So let me know, like, when are you guys more on YouTube? When are you guys more paying attention to stuff on YouTube? When could you guys actually show up for the live streams? And I will kind of schedule them around that, or at least try to as best as I can. For me, either one works. I can do early in the morning. I can do late at night. Like 9, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, or I can do 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. Between those time periods, though, I'm really busy during the day. So I can't do it midday, but I can do it in the morning, or I can do it late at night. I can do live streams. So I want to know, like, when are you guys more active? When are you guys more likely to tune into these live streams? Let me know. I want your feedback on this stuff in the live chat, in the comments section. I want your feedback, and let's get the discussion started. So this would kind of be the bulk of the channel going forward, would be these live streams. Like, this is what you're going to see more often. These would be like 1-2 hour live streams a day, something like that. I'm not going to put down an exact time on it, but anywhere from 30 minutes to a couple of hours every day we would be doing these live streams. So that would be kind of the bulk of what you're getting. And in regards to all of these plans, this stuff isn't going to be implemented immediately. It's not like, oh, 2021's here tomorrow, so tomorrow we're going to start all this. No, give me about a month. Give me about a month to implement all of this, and we should be good to go. So probably at the end of January, I'd like to kind of start this regular schedule of live streams, because honestly, this is much easier than recording a video. And again, you guys get daily content from me. So let me know what you guys think about that. But let's go ahead and move on to the next idea I have for 2020, and that is discussion and theory videos. Now, these videos are going to be more in depth. They're going to have a longer production time, but when they do finally come out, they're going to be of a higher quality. So this would be, like, I guess the way you would describe this is that this would be more so, like if I was going to make a theory video about, I don't know, Verum Rex or Kingdom Hearts 4 or what's going to happen with the future of Star Wars, something like that. This would be that type of video. Like if I was going to make a theory about all the evidence as to who the Master of Masters is, or the nature of Yazura's world, the unreality. If I was going to do something like that, this would be something that would probably be a video that takes a week or a couple of weeks to produce, to edit, to really make it nice and pristine and good quality. So again, like the live streams would be more the daily stuff, and this stuff would be more like the weekly stuff or the bi-weekly or something along those lines. But let me know what you guys think about this idea. Like, would you guys prefer for me to do live streams daily and then do like the traditional discussion / theory videos on a more sparse basis on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, but you end up with better quality videos in that regard? Like, would you guys prefer that? That's kind of what I'm thinking of going forward. I think that would probably be the easiest to produce, because if I'm not rushed on time to produce these type of videos, discussions and theories, I can do a better job of producing these videos, and they'll come out better and they'll have a higher quality. But again, to supplement that, you would get the live streams. That would be your daily content. All right, so then we have quick vids. Now, these are things that, these aren't live streams, although I guess sometimes I could do them as live streams if I really wanted to. But quick vids are things that don't require a lot of editing. They don't require a lot of work, to be honest with you. And this would be like your tier list or your rankings or just random stuff. Like if I want to do some kind of little comedy video or something, where I do like a parody of something from Kingdom Hearts or Dragon Ball or Star Wars or something like that. Like it would be something like that, and these would just come out randomly. There wouldn't be any kind of schedule for these. These would just be, like, oh, I just have this spur of the moment idea, I'm gonna do this. And again, stuff like the tier list and things like that, like I could do that as live streams, not even as videos if I wanted to, because that's just a matter of recording or capturing the screen. Red Bandit says it depends on when I have to work, but I would say that evening would work best for me. Okay, see, that's kind of what I was thinking, is that I would start doing the live streams around 9, 10, 11 o'clock, something like that at night. And again, these would be like anywhere from 30 minutes to a couple of hours long live streams. And it would just be talking about different topics that are going on, and I think that would be more fun. Plus, you guys could engage with me more. It wouldn't just be me in a video talking to you. It would be us having a discussion. I could read your comments while I'm doing the live stream. I could even get some of you guys into the live stream, which, by the way, we're going to be talking about that in a couple of slides here. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Reviews and live reactions. Okay, so this would basically come in two forms. You would have short form reviews, which would be 10 minutes or less, faster editing, and a quick release. Then you would have long form reviews, which would be 20 minutes or more, longer editing, higher quality. So the short form reviews would be for stuff like if I'm reviewing a TV show, or if I'm reviewing an anime or a manga, or if I want to get a review out quick about a movie. That would be what this is for. So, like every month, like we get manga chapters, we get a Boruto chapter, we get a Dragon Ball Super chapter, and that review would be 10 minutes or less. And there wouldn't be a lot of editing. It would basically just be one screenshot from the chapter and me talking over it, pretty much. Like, that's what it would be. And I could get it out that day, the day of the release of the chapter, or the day after. Like, that's what that would be. All right. So those would be the short form reviews. Now, the long form reviews would be more in depth. So we're talking about, like, if I'm reviewing a movie, instead of just giving my thoughts on it, a long form review would be something like a 20 plus minute, like 20 minutes to an hour long video, going more in depth about what I liked, what I didn't like, how I think certain things work, talking about the cinematography, the story, the pacing, all that stuff. It would be a more in-depth review. So that would be for something like a movie. We could even do like a series of long form reviews talking about a franchise, a series of movies. These could be multiple parts, something like that. And these would be the more in-depth stuff. Same thing with like games. Like, these would be the more in-depth reviews. And like with anime and manga or TV shows, this would be the type of review that I would do at the end of an arc. Like, if I was going to review the entire Moro arc, that would be more so a long form review. So these would take longer to produce. They wouldn't come out immediately, but they would be more in-depth and of a higher quality. So short form reviews would be the more instant gratification, I guess you could say, and long form reviews would be the 5-star meal that you have to wait for and let the chef cook it to perfection. So that's more of what I would be going on here with the reviews. All right, so gameplay, talking about playing games on the channel. We would have, I'm kind of thinking of doing this in a kind of a cyclical, like a cycle type of process when it comes to Let's Plays. So a long form Let's Play would be like, obviously, RPGs. That's your Final Fantasies, your Kingdom Hearts. We're talking about longer games. We're talking about games that take more than 10 hours to complete. All right. Obviously, a lot of RPGs. Short form Let's Plays would be more casual games, shorter games, less than 10 hours. So, stuff that doesn't really take a lot of time to complete and wouldn't require a lot of editing. And honestly, if I can get the gaming software set up to where I can stream games reliably, I could do a lot of this when through live streams, and honestly, it would be a lot easier, but we'll see how that goes. But what I was thinking about doing is the schedule I would have set up is that I would do like one long form Let's Play. So let's say, all right, for example, let's say I do, I don't know. Let's say that I Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2. All right. Kingdom Hearts 2 would be a long form Let's Play. Obviously, that's going to be multiple parts. That's going to be probably 30 parts or more. It's going to take a while for that to come out, for that to complete. So I would do that, and then once that Let's Play is complete, you guys would get a shorter game after that. So one that would be easier to edit, one that would be easier to put together and to put out, and that would be kind of the stopgap between the long form Let's Play. So let's say we have Kingdom Hearts 2, and that Let's Play takes 2 or 3 months to finish, to get uploaded onto YouTube and to be complete. Then after that, the next month after that, you would get, I don't know, something like, let me look back here and see what games I've got I could do. I don't know, something like Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses. Like, that's not a very long game. Like, I could complete that game in like, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 parts or something like that. And that would be kind of like a stopgap, and it wouldn't take very long. It might take a month and a half, compared to a long form Let's Play, which would take 2 or 3 months. So that would be kind of the stopgap in between. And so while that's coming out, then I would be working on another long form Let's Play that would come out after that, and that could be another RPG. or some other longer game like a LA Noir or something like that, or you know, the type of games I'm talking about, the big AAA games. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. A long game, then a short game, then a long game, then a short game, then a long game, and doing the Let's Plays like that and having it on a cycle like that. I think that would work pretty well. Also, what I'm going to do is, because I'm constantly feeling rushed to do these Let's Plays, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish recording and editing Let's Plays before I even announce them and before they're released. So from now on, when I play a game, I'm going to record the game, edit the videos, and once it's done or it's nearly done, then I'll announce the Let's Play is coming, and then I'll start releasing the videos on a timely schedule. That way there's not a huge gap between the release of different parts of a Let's Play, and that will lead to more consistency. But again, I need to actually finish recording and editing some games, some Let's Plays, before I actually start doing that. So it's going to be a little while before you guys get more Let's Play content on this channel, because I do want to take the time to actually create a backlog. Let's put it like that. Create a backlog of Let's Play content to put out on the channel. That way scheduling is not such a pain in the ass. All right, so and then of course there will be times where I just do random gameplay videos or random gameplay and live streams. Like after I get done with this segment of the live stream talking about these plans, we're actually going to do some gameplay from Kingdom Hearts 3. So might do a little bit of Melody of Memory if you guys want to see that too. But we're going to do some gameplay here in a little bit, and hopefully it works out well. I'm kind of using this stream as a bit of a test for that. And then, of course, the gameplay stuff is going to be shared between Twitch and YouTube. I will do an update on Twitch and a separate video or a separate live stream talking about that. But, yeah, gameplay is going to be shared between those two platforms. All right, and then we have projects. Now, these are going to be massive videos. These are actually going to be multi-part projects, multi-part videos. And some ideas that I've got in mind, I don't know if these will actually come to fruition, but some of the ideas I have in mind are a redoing of the entire Star Wars sequel trilogy. What I would have done with it, whether I would have taken elements from the Disney sequels as they are and put them into my version of the sequel trilogy, or whether I would have done something completely different. We're going to be doing a Star Wars sequel trilogy rewrite. So completely redoing the Star Wars sequel trilogy. Star Wars prequel trilogy special editions. This is just a title I came up with for an idea where I would go through the prequel trilogy of Star Wars and basically, throw in like a scene here or there and tweak this line of dialogue or that line of dialogue just to make the films better, because you guys know I'm a prequel fan. I like the prequel trilogy. There are some issues with it. Nowhere near as many issues as I have with the sequel trilogy. With the prequels, I think that honestly most of its problems just require some tweaking here or there. Just add in a scene there, change a little bit of dialogue there, and it'll work out a lot better. I don't think the problems with those films are as big as a lot of people would have you believe. Obviously, you can tell that just by looking at this slide, because I'm talking about completely rewriting the sequel trilogy, whereas with the Star Wars prequels, I would just be adding a thing here or there, changing very minor things to make them better. Kingdom Hearts Project Neo, that is basically a reworking or a redoing of the Dark Seeker saga, basically the Kingdom Hearts series up to this point, excluding Union Cross and stuff related to the next saga. But this would basically be how I would take the story of the Dark Seeker saga of Kingdom Hearts and condense it, simplify it, make it easier for people to understand, streamline it, and make it more narratively consistent. That's essentially what this is, or what it would be. What's going on with the Kingdom Hearts 3 Let's Play? Are you ever going to finish it, or has that been canceled? No, it's not been canceled. I'm just going to rework it. I'll probably restart it at the end of this month. because I want to make it. I feel like I could have done better with that Let's Play. I was really under a lot of pressure to get that out. I was not pressure from you guys. I mean, I was just pressuring myself. I was like, I need to do this. I need to get this done. And I kind of did a lot of stuff in a rush. So I think I'm going to rework that particular Let's Play. I'm pretty proud of the Final Fantasy VII Let's Play. That's gonna stay as it is, but I'll probably rework the Kingdom Hearts 3 Let's Play. So no, it's not canceled. It'll just probably get reworked, and that'll probably actually be the first game that I record and finish under the new format, to be honest. Final Fantasy 15 Rewrite. Okay, you guys know, if you guys have been with me, and some of you have, including Red Bandit, since the old ZJ Gamer days, I can't stand Final Fantasy 15. I made a video on my old channel before it got taken down by the copyright bots of YouTube. I made a video where I did a rant on Final Fantasy 15. That thing got 50,000 views. My channel was growing like crazy. I just got monetization, and then they shut my channel down. That pissed me off. But I'm thinking I'm going to do a Final Fantasy 7 or Final Fantasy 15 rewrite in honor of that rant. And actually, instead of just doing another rant and critiquing the game and, treading over old water, I think I would actually like to do a project where I take Final Fantasy 15, I rewrite the story, and I make it better in my opinion. I edit it. I redo it according to my own design, to my own vision. And I think you guys, especially you guys that have been with me since the ZJ Gamer days, I think you guys would enjoy that. Then, of course, I would also do stuff like original stories with original characters. Stuff that I come up with on my own that's not just taking other people's work and redoing it in a way that I think is better, but actually doing my own original stories and my own original characters, so you guys can see what I would do if I was doing a story or a project or a game or something like that. And you guys can check that out and see what you think about it. So original stories, I'd like to do some original stories as well. Now these projects, these are going to be massive, projects. They're going to be massive videos to do. And they're going to take a lot of work. So these are things that would come out as they come out. We're talking, like the sequel trilogy rewrite, that could take a year or more to finish. I mean, it really could, because depending on how I do it, like I could do bare minimum 9 parts, like 3 acts, 3 videos for each act of each film. That would be 9 videos total, and each part's going to be, I'm going to work to make it very high quality, and that would, that would take quite a while to do. So these are going to be long-term projects that would be coming out. Patreon. This is pretty much going to stay the same. The benefits are going to stay the same, but I'll probably reword a couple of things just to make it clear, because I don't really like how I spelled it out on the Patreon. So nothing's really going to change here. I'm just going to kind of reword stuff and make it a bit clearer. But we're going to have a bronze tier. I'm also working on some new artwork for the Patreon tiers. So to make it look better, just to make it look better. This is mostly an aesthetic thing, but everything's pretty much staying the same. Bronze tier is, of course, $3. Silver tier is $5. Gold tier is $10. And of course, if you donate $3, you get early access to my videos, excluding live events, because obviously I can't give anyone access to live events because they're live. I mean, what can I do? But you could get early access to other videos, and you would also get an in-video shout out. In addition to that, if you donate to the silver tier, you get Patreon exclusive updates. So like for example, on these projects I'm talking about, or certain videos, like I would update you guys on that stuff. I would post sneak peeks of stuff. Like if I've completed a project up to a certain point, you guys could get a sneak peek of that if you donate to the $5 tier on Patreon. You would get polls that would determine content on the channel. You would also get exclusive Patreon content. Again, that would be stuff like sneak peeks of videos or projects that I'm working on, things like that. That's the type of exclusive content I'm talking about. Gold tier, $10. If you donate to that, you get invited to join live streams and videos. So live streams like this, if you are a gold tier member, you can be invited to join live streams like this. I will give you the link to the live stream and you guys can join in. So there you go. Gold tier. And then later on, I plan on adding a platinum and diamond tiers, but that's after the channel sees more growth. That's after the channel has had time to grow and we've had more people coming in. In other words, we're talking about pretty much once we hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. If we can get there, then I'll consider adding in a platinum and diamond tier, but those are way off for now. And we'll talk more about the Patreon stuff later. All right, so this is an idea that I may or may not do. This may or may not happen, but I'm thinking about doing a second channel that does not focus so much on entertainment, pop culture, gaming, anime, movies, but something that actually focuses on real life stuff. So we're talking about politics. Oh no. Religion. Oh dear. And philosophy. So this channel could get controversial. This is where I'm going to get my opinion on a lot of real world stuff. This is a second channel that I'm thinking about making, but again, it may or may not happen. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I am considering this as a real possibility, and we'll just have to see how that works out. But I've not really come up with any concrete ideas for this second channel yet, other than just a general idea that it would be a real world topic channel. Pretty much. And I'd like to keep that separate from this channel because this channel, NeoJ, I think should be more fun, more relaxed, more chilled. Whereas if I do a second channel talking about real world stuff, that would obviously be more serious. So I like to keep that separate and keep the tone of the two channels separate as well. But we'll just have to see how this turns out. All right. And finally, community input. I want you guys in the comments section and in the live chat and in the comment section of this video, if you're watching it after it's already gone live, after it's already been after the stream is done, in the comments section down below, tell me what games, what anime, what movies you would like to see on the channel, and I will take it into consideration. In the future, I'm going to have polls and avenues for feedback and community discussion coming soon, that we can actually discuss things, outside of YouTube, outside of the video format, and you guys can actually give me feedback and community input that way. And also, I'm going to be linking, I don't have this link down there right now. I should have linked it down earlier, but I was trying to get my coffee. So anyways, I'm going to be linking after the stream is done. I will link you guys to my Twitter. Please follow me on Twitter. If something were to happen to the YouTube channel, God forbid, you guys can follow me on Twitter, and if I need to put up another channel, if copyright nonsense takes the channel down or something like that, you guys can follow me on Twitter, and I will still have an avenue through which to speak to you guys through. Of course, Patreon can serve the same thing, but Twitter's free, so if you can't donate on Patreon, follow me on Twitter, and that way we can have a second social media avenue through which we can talk and stuff. And of course, I'll link you guys to my Twitch as well. I'll put that down below after the stream is done. You guys can follow me on Twitch, and that will be another avenue that we have to, to keep in contact with each other in case something happens to the channel, because YouTube and its copyright nonsense is absolutely crazy. All right, so that being said, that is what I have to report at this time. That is some of my ideas and my plans going forward into 2021. Again, none of this stuff would be implemented immediately. I would need at least a month to get some of this stuff set up. So we're talking about like the end of January probably. But that being said, I'm not going to leave you guys high and dry this month. I'm going to be doing random live streams like this throughout January, just to keep in contact with you guys and so that I have something on the channel. I'll be keeping in contact with you guys this month via live streams like this. Or through January, I should say. We're technically still in December, but we're almost done. We're almost through 2020. So in January, I'll just be doing some random live streams like this to keep you guys in touch and to keep in contact with you guys, and to have something going on in the channel while I implement these changes for the future. So that being said, give me your thoughts on all this down in the comments section, or in the live chat, since we're going to be live for a little while longer. But give me your thoughts on all this in the live chat. And if you're watching this after the fact, give me your thoughts on everything in the comments section down below. What I will probably do is, after this live stream is finished, I will download this live stream, and I will take this part of the live stream, I will separate this part of the live stream from the gameplay section of the live stream and post it as its own video for people to watch that as well. So we'll do that as well. So yeah, that being said, if you're watching this after the fact, thank you guys for watching.